Hey guys, my name is Joshua Envyerz and welcome to my top 5 best games of 2016. And when I say best, I mean games that I enjoyed, I played in 2016 and spent the most hours in and had the most fun with. So this is all just my opinion, so let's get right into it with number 5, the Banner Saga 2. This game was free with Xbox Live Gold a few months ago and I decided to say, hey, it's a free game, why not download it? I don't usually do that all the time because free doesn't always mean better. But I was a big fan of the Banner Saga, the original game. If you check out my top 5 games in 2014, I do believe, it's on that list as number 5. And once again, in 2016, it's on that list as number 5 once again. Because the Banner Saga is just a great game. It's a tactical RPG, and there's not that many games like that with this art style and with this fun factor to it, and the storytelling as well. The storytelling in the Banner Saga 2 is very crucial to the whole series, considering it is going to be a trilogy. The choices you made in the first game will carry over to the second, and then the choices you made in the second game will carry over to the third. This game is one of a kind with the genre it's in, and I highly recommend it. And I honestly don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that this game, the Banner Saga 2, is by far my favorite single player experience in 2016, which is it's crazy. Coming in at number 4, Gears of War 4, maybe? I don't know. These next 3 games I mentioned on this top 5 list, 4 through 2, are completely interchangeable. You could have number 2 be at number 4 and 4 be at number 2. It's all just personal preference, so remember that before you do anything stupid. Truth be told, Gears of War 4 is a very average game. It doesn't do anything special to push the culture of Gears of War. It actually kind of takes a step forward, but also takes a few steps back by adding these gear pack systems that are worse than NBA 2K pack odds. $10 for one pack where you get 5 items, and out of those 5 items, you may or may not get a character skin, which is, in my opinion, the most valuable thing you get out of these packs. The campaign is below average, especially the gameplay. The gameplay in the campaign is repetitive and boring and has a lot of horde elements, which I absolutely hate. The story's cool, I guess, it makes it bearable playing the repetitive gameplay in the single player, but the multiplayer is where Gears of War shines, at least to me. By far one of the best multiplayer experiences in a Gears of War game. I think Gears of War Ultimate Edition is right there with it, considering it did everything right with the Gears of War series. So if you could look past the mediocre campaign and the overpriced packs and all these customizables that you have to pay for, or grind out 20 hours just to possibly get one item, it's a good game, and I've managed to put 43 hours into it so far. The only $60 video game that I bought in 2016 that I wasn't completely disappointed with. At number 3, Paragon. Paragon is a free-to-play MOBA made by Epic Games, so if you're broke, you can download this on PS4 or on PC completely for free. Not to mention, it's crossplay, so if your friend doesn't have a PC but he has a PS4, and you have a PC but not a PS4, you can play Paragon together and squad up and have a great time. I'm just saying, Gears of War needs to take some notes here, considering Gears 4 did say they would have crossplay, but then they kinda don't, and now they're trying to add it to please the fans and make the PC community not die, but we're not talking about that, we're talking about Paragon. Earlier in the year, it was in closed alpha. I saw the Black Hokage and the rest of the GI squad playing it and having a fun time, so I thought, hey, it seems like a fun game. So when it was in open beta, I downloaded, played the game, and uninstalled it immediately because the game was garbage. But I gave it another chance, and I got a squad, and we started playing, and it was a fun time. But what really made me love this game, a few weeks ago, almost a few months ago now, there was a big update, a monolith update. They changed the map, and it was a much more faster-paced game. There was a lot of backlash on this new update, guys that played the early access alpha hated it, but as a newcomer to Paragon, I absolutely loved it. I haven't even played this game for over 2 months yet, but I've already logged in more than 84 hours. In a free-to-play game, that's absolutely crazy to me. The second best MOBA I played in 2016, and the first best you say, well, that's at the number 2 spot. Battleborn. And there goes all my credibility and all the respect you probably had for me, right? For saying Battleborn, the game the internet essentially clowned on, is a terrible game, but they've never played it themselves, so they just like following the crowd and saying, oh, it's a terrible game. Huh. And as a Battleborn lover, I'll admit Battleborn is dead. There's less than 200 people that play this game on Steam, and that number is probably going to be dropping in the coming months. Unless it goes free to play, which who knows if that'll work out in the longevity of it. And we all know why this game's dead. It's not because the game just sucks, it's because the game's not Overwatch. This game came out literally the day of Overwatch's beta. It was destined to fail at that point, considering they're both artsy-styled, class-based shooters, but that's where the comparison ends. Battleborn's a MOBA-esque game with lanes you could push up in certain game modes. It has a PvP element and a campaign, similar to Destiny raids. It was also the first FPS game that I played with a keyboard and mouse at and wasn't completely terrible at. I got comfortable with the keyboard and mouse, and that translated into other FPS games, but I managed to put 62 plus hours into this game, and unfortunately for me, I bought the digital deluxe edition, which I paid $48 for on release, because it was actually cheaper than the standard edition on Green Man Gaming. Battleborn isn't a bad game, it's a dead game. Just like my channel, it's not a bad channel, it's a great channel actually, but because I don't scream and yell at the top of my lungs, I don't have as many subscribers as other people. And that's the perfect analogy for my channel and Battleborn. At number 1, Overwatch. Yeah, you know, Battleborn, the game we were just talking about, this game destroyed you, it killed you, it slit your throat. But if it wasn't for Battleborn, I don't think I would have loved Overwatch as much as I did. Overwatch was a game I didn't even know was coming out in 2016. I heard about it, decided, hey, yeah, I might pick this game up if my friends get it, and it completely came out of nowhere with the RKO on me and made me love it. And in total, I've averaged over 115 hours in quick play and competitive, which is absolutely crazy. This is definitely my best game I've played in 2016 and in a very, very long time multiplayer-wise. This multiplayer aspect of Overwatch changed the game for me, you know? I haven't had this much fun in a multiplayer game since I don't even know, maybe Halo 3? Maybe? That's actually quite sad, and that's saying a lot about Overwatch, how amazing it is. If you haven't played Overwatch in 2016 and you play multiplayer shooter games, you're doing something wrong. So I highly suggest Overwatch in any of these 5 games on this list. Overwatch is my game of the year. I really hope you guys enjoy it. So with that said, let me know in the comment section below your 5 best games you've played in 2016, along with checking out some of my other videos, my top 5 disappointing and 10 most anticipated games of 2017. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.